everyone, Nicolette here. Welcome to the Sixth Sense Mastermind Group. So, as you guys know, I am reading um, Think and Grow Rich, and I promised that I would share everything that I learned from the book. So, I've already read it, and this is my second time reading it because I wanted to do an in-depth study of the book so that I can apply what I learned to my journey of becoming a millionaire in 1 year. Okay, so these are the points that I found in the first chapter, subtitled "The Man Who Thought His Way into Partnership with Thomas Edison." So the first thing it said was, you don't need high education to make money and be highly successful. So it talked about how a lot of people who were rich, including Thomas Edison, did not have a college education. So it's really not how much you know, but it's how much you apply the little that you know, and the passion that you have, and the desire and the will that you have to make money and be successful. Then it says, all earned riches have the beginning of an idea. So it talks about, if you have an idea, you have what it takes to become a millionaire, to be rich, to possess money, to have great success. Now, do you have an idea? And if you don't, you need to think about what it is that you can use, using your intellectual properties, using your mind, and think about what it is that you can do to help yourself make money, to motivate yourself. What desires do you have? What thoughts cross your mind? What is your thoughts like? And so I have the desire to become a millionaire, which I will definitely do. And I own a business by which to do it. So I'm halfway there. Okay. So think about, if you don't have an idea, what ideas you can come up with to help yourself. Then it says, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. So the idea is, the thought that you create, that you think, the thought that comes to mind is very powerful, and it can become tangible. So you have to be very careful what you think, and you have to be very aggressive with your thought. Like, don't be meek and passive and think in such a way where if it happens and it's okay and I don't mind, but be the next thing it says is, the thought must be definite. So be sure about what you want. Think big, and be definite. Don't leave any room for error, any room to cop out, any room to fail. Right? Your thought has to be definite. It has to be strong. You have to be convinced, convicted. Right? Then it says you must be willing to stack your entire future on a wheel in order to win. So that means you have to do whatever it takes. Well, we know we're not going to negotiate with our principles, but outside of doing the wrong thing, whatever it takes, I mean, working long hours, working extra hard, putting in money, putting in the time, finding people who can assist you, humbling yourself to ask for help. Like, there's so much that we have to do, and I'm talking about going beyond what you think you're capable of, pushing yourself so that you can make it, stacking everything on your fortune. Next, it says people will be able to tell when you make up your mind. So people can tell what you're thinking, but by what you do, how you talk, how you position yourself, how your eyes look, your gestures. We know that when a person is sad and they're thinking sad thoughts, it shows in their demeanor, it shows in their body. And when they think powerful thoughts, it also shows. An arrogant person thinks arrogantly. A meek person thinks meekly. A jealous person thinks jealous thoughts. And you can see angry, sad, happy, determined, aggressive. You can see it in their demeanor, right? So people can see your thoughts. They can see if you're determined or not. They can see if you will back down, if you're a quitter. They can see it. So make sure your thoughts are positive and they are thoughts that show the good that you are going towards, the success that you're aiming for. Then it says, people can tell what you think by what you do. We said that. You must be okay with starting anywhere, even at the very bottom if you must. So nothing should stand in your way for success towards your goal. And whatever it is, if you have to, however you're able to put your foot in the door, you do that. And that takes a lot of humility. It takes a lot of determination to say that I will scrub floors, I will give out flyers, I will give out papers, I will do menial jobs, low degrading jobs. I don't know what degrading for some, but not for you, because you know what you're after, right? I remember when I started nursing school. When I finished, I graduated, I had a degree, I was a registered nurse, but I didn't have a job. So I said, you know what, I want to get experience and no one wants to give it to me. What I decided to do, I called a place and they were like, they're taking nurses. When I got there, they were like, I'm sorry, we're only taking HHAs. I thought that's what you wanted. I said, you know what, I'll work as an HHA. I just need experience so I can put it on my resume so I can start working. And they were willing to do that for me. I worked as a nurse. It was written that I was nurse, but I got HHA money, $10 an hour as a registered nurse, but I was willing to do it. I was willing to work as an HHA because that was what's going to get me into the door, into my profession. And now I am a nurse practitioner because of that initial step of I'll work as an HHA. I'll make $10 an hour as long as I can write on my resume that I worked as a nurse. So you have to be willing to humble yourself and do whatever it takes to put your foot in that door. If that door is open up just a crack, you have to be able to squeeze yourself in however way you can. Then it says, every day your desire for riches and success must intensify. So as you get towards your goal, you should not diminish the desire. You should strengthen the desire. You should act towards it. You should intensify in what you want. Like a lot of people, when they don't get what they want, when things are not going their way, they lose hope and they decide, I can't land on the sun, I'm going to land on the moon, I'm going to land on a star, I guess it's okay. No, aim for the sun every single day. Don't already consider that you're going to land on the moon. Work for the sun day in and day out. Even when it looks like you're going to land on a star, work for the sun. Don't lower your expectations. Don't lower your work ethics. Don't stop striving hard. Put in 100% each time so that you can land on the sun. You know you're landing on the sun. That is your aim. That is your goal. That's what you're going to do. Never bring down your expectations. Never decrease your intensity of the desire that you have. Next, it says psychology says when one is truly ready for a thing, it puts in its appearance. So what that is saying is when you're truly ready for the goal that you're setting, it will come to you. God will see the effort. He will see the work you're putting in, and he will arrange it that you get what you're looking for because you've put in the time. You made yourself ready. You prepared the terrain. You want rain? Rain will come. But if you do not plow, if you do not put the seed in the ground, if you do not sow, when the rain comes, it will not find you ready. But if you're making ready for the rain, it must rain. Eventually it will. Hard work brings success. So if you work hard, you will get success. After you've worked hard for a certain amount of time, success will come. That's just how things are. Eventually it will rain. So you plow your garden, you rake it, you dig the holes in there. I don't know the farmer's terminology, but you do what you need to do. Bring out your tractor, bring out your people, and expect rain, because rain will come only for those who are working towards having rain. Okay? Then it also says you must remain ready at all times so that you do not miss on opportunities. So that means you have to constantly be working. Don't slack, right? The goal has not been reached yet until the goal is reached. You have to keep working, you have to keep striving, you have to keep making those calls, keep writing that book, keep going out asking for clients, keep making videos, keep doing everything that you're doing until the time when you get your big break. But you cannot sit back and wait for it. I worked a little bit, I did as much as I can, and now I'm just gonna sit. No, continue doing, do them over again. You made 5 videos, make 10 videos. You made 7 calls, make another 7, make 14. Keep doing everything that you're doing. Don't stop. Don't slack. Don't delay. Don't withhold any of your efforts until you see what you're doing, because the opportunity will come, but it has to find you ready. It has to find you working. Next, it says opportunities sometimes comes disguised as misfortune or temporary defeat. That is why so many do not recognize opportunities. So we know that everything works for the good of those who love the Lord. So whether a thing is good, whether it is bad, it's for your good. And when something bad happens, there's usually something good that is coming in the way. But a lot of times we get discouraged, so discouraged about the bad things, we miss out on the reason why they might happen, on the opportunities they present. For example, when I failed nursing, I was distraught. I stayed in my room for 3 days, not wanting to eat. Couldn't believe why God allowed this to happen to me. But it was an opportunity in disguise. It motivated me. It encouraged me to go find ways to study so that I can pass next time. And now I have a whole business because of it. There are some rough things that happen in your life, some horrible circumstances, abuse, or whatever it might be. And yes, it wasn't good. And you cried and you had loss of sleep over it, but it happened for a reason. Use it as your opportunity. Use it as your source for success. Make sure that you do not leave an opportunity behind. Make everything a reason for you to do better, to do more, to work harder, right? Allow the defeat in your life to become your greatest success, okay? And don't miss out the opportunities that they present. What you need is initiative, faith, and the will to win. So that's the last thing that I learned from this chapter. So in order to make the amount of money that I'm going to make, I'm going to make $1 million this year. So I need initiative. I need to take the steps that I need to take. I need to step out there. I need to call the people that I need to call. I need to make the plans, initiate them, get the ball rolling, right? I need to have faith that God will bless the things that I touch. He will open doors for me. I'm just starting a YouTube channel where I'm interviewing LPNs, CNAs, nursing professionals, medical professionals, every type within the medical sciences, so that I can talk to them about their journey, what they've done well, what they've done poorly, what advantages they've seen, what disadvantages, all of that, right? But the thought came to mind and I decided to take it into account and go for it. But I'm telling you, the second thought after me deciding to do it was, what if it's not successful? What if people don't want to come? What if they think this and what if they think that? You have to have faith that whatever God presents to you, He has done it for a reason. And you have to try it. You won't know if it won't work. You won't know if it will not work if you do not try it first. And then you have the will to win. If your desire is to be successful, you will be successful because you will work hard. You will do everything it takes. And that's the end of that. Those who want will get. And if that's what you tell yourself, and that's what's going to happen. So I hope that this was helpful to you as it was helpful to me. We will continue to read this book to get the insights that we need. Tell me what your thoughts are. What are some pointers that you have found that are helpful for you in your life? Perhaps some of the same things that I said, or some other ones that you want to share. And if you're reading along with me, what are some things that you found that I did not mention? I'll see you next time, and let us be on this journey together. I'm going to make $1 million this year. How much are you going to make? Or what is your goal for this year? See you next time. Bye.